Good morning, students, and I hope you all are fine at home. I am also very fine and nice. So, guys, you know that from the Flamingo we have completed your 3 chapters and 2 poems. Okay, and in supplementary, that is from Vistas, we are on 3rd chapter. Means I am going to teach you the 3rd chapter, and its name is Journey to the End of the Earth. It is written by Ishani Doshi. So, this chapter we are going to learn in 3 parts. Okay, the writer itself means has made the chapter 3 parts. Okay, divided into 3 parts. First is part of history, second human impact, and third one walk on the ocean. So nice, no? As we are walking on the ocean, what the experience we are having. So guys, now the writer has asked some questions to us while starting the chapter. If you want to know more about the planet's past, present and future, the Antarctica is the place to go to. Bon Voyage. Actually it is written by Bon Voyage, and he is saying that if you want to know the past, present and future of the earth, then on this universe, or we can say that on this biosphere, only one continent is there, and it is the Antarctica continent, where you will get all the information about the earth's past, present and future. That is why the scientists, or the we can say that the astronomers who are doing collecting the information only with the help of that Antarctica continent, because that continent means you heard the proverb that pure water on this earth is remained only on the Antarctica continent. Otherwise, in other continents you cannot directly drink the river's water. Have you seen old films? The hero and heroines were directly they are drinking the water from the river, and today's in films, have you seen any hero and heroine are drinking directly water from the river? No. Why? Because the water is too polluted, and this water is not good for our health. So people are saying like this: if you drink or if you want the pure water, then you have to visit to Antarctica continent, because only there you can drink the direct water, because it is very pure. Otherwise, you will not get the pure water on this universe. So, students, here the writer is saying that, means first let's see what the writer is going to say. The writer Ishani Doshi boarded the Russian research vessel Academic Sokolsky to reach Antarctica. Means the writer has started the journey through Russian research vessel is the name of the institute, and through the ship Academic Sokolsky to reach Antarctica, the coldest, driest, windiest continent in the world. She began her journey from Chennai, means the writer started her journey from Chennai and passed through that is time zone is there, AM, PM, so time zones, the line is also zigzag. You know all this, you have already learned in standard 9 and 10 about that standard timeline and whatever. So the writer here is saying that when the writer has started the journey, she crossed 9 zones, time zones, 6 checkpoints, 3 bodies of water, means big bodies means ocean, and many ecospheres. And her first reaction on setting foot, there was relief and deep wonder. As soon as she stepped her foot over the Antarctica continent, she was very relaxed and she felt wondered seeing the beauty of the Antarctica continent. And she wondered how India and Antarctica with all its eyes were part of the same landmass. Means here the writer is saying that India and Antarctica, these both continents, India is not the continent, it is India is situated in Asia continent. India and Antarctica are the part of the same landmass. You know Gondwana land is the biggest landmass of the earth, that is tectonic plates. Have you heard about tectonic plates? And because of these movements of the tectonic plates, there is a change taking place in the structure of the earth. Okay, where there is water few years ago, today it is landmass. Then in future, whichever are the land masses, they becomes water bodies, and the water body becomes land masses. This type of changes are taking place over the earth. So that is only the reason why, because there is a continuous movement happening between among the tectonic plates. So guys, here let's start the chapter. Have you got any idea that I have already given to you that what we are going to learn about this? This chapter is divided into 3 parts. First is part of the history, then human impact and work on the ocean. So let's see. Early this year, here the writer herself is saying like this. Early this year, I found myself aboard a Russian research vessel, the academic Sokolsky, heading towards the coldest, driest, windiest continent in the world, that is Antarctica. My journey began 13.09 degrees north of the equator in Madras and involved crossing 9 time zones, 6 checkpoints, 3 bodies of water and at least as many ecospheres. The writer is saying that I started my journey from 13.9 degrees. This is the degree of latitude and longitude. Okay, the intersection of the latitude and longitude shows the degree and the actual location of the place. So from Chennai, degree 13.09, the writer has started her journey through the ship academic Sokolsky, through the institute Russian research vessel, and she is saying that she crossed 9 time zones, 6 checkpoints, 3 bodies of water and almost all the ecospheres. So many ecospheres. So by the time I actually set foot on the Antarctica continent, I had been traveling over 100 hours. The combination of a car, an aeroplane or a ship. So my first emotion on facing Antarctica's expansive white landscape and uninterrupted blue horizon was relief, followed up with an immediate and profound wonder at its immensity, its isolation, but mainly at how there could ever have been a time when India and Antarctica were the part of the same landmass. The writer here, it is saying that whenever I started my journey for Antarctica continent, I have been travelled nearly about 100 hours. It is the combination of 100 hours means the writer has used as a transportation as a car, aeroplane and ship. And finally, the writer stepped the foot over the Antarctica continent. Seeing this Antarctica continent, it is uninterrupted, blue horizon means very pure, and the wonder of the immensity. Immensity means vastness of this continent. The continent was very vast, very big and isolated. Means what? No population, no crowd of people is there. Okay, means the writer is saying that the isolated continent, its immensity just wondered me. Okay, and I felt relief as soon as I stepped over the Antarctica continent. Got it, students? So the writer is saying that just one thought came in the mind of the author, that how India and Antarctica, as they are the part of the same landmass, then also between India and Antarctica a huge difference is there. Got it? Huge difference in the sense India is a vast populated country, Antarctica is a continent. Okay, either though it is the part of the same landmass, that is Gondwana landmass, then also it is isolated. That difference the writer got whenever she stepped upon the Antarctica continent. So first part we are going to start now, and its name is part of the history. So what the writer is saying, let's see. 650 million years ago, a giant amalgamated southern supercontinent, Gondwana, did indeed exist, centered roughly around the present day Antarctica. Things were quite different then. Humans hadn't arrived on the global scene, and the climate was much warmer, hosting a huge variety of flora and fauna. For 500 million years, Gondwana thrived, but around the time when the dinosaurs were wiped out and the age of the mammals got underway, the landmass was forced to separate into countries, shaping the globe much as we know it today. The writer is saying here that 650 million years ago, whenever the southern supercontinent, that is Gondwana land, and whenever it was existed center rough and it is present there. Today we can call it Gondwana land. Means today we can call it, Antarctica continent. So the writer is saying here that things are changed so much. Humans hadn't arrived over this place because the climate is not sufficient, or we can say that good enough to live the human habitation. That is why human hasn't reached here. So that is the irony, student. Wherever the human is going, the human is doing the place dirty and impure. And whenever the human existence is not there, that all the places are very clean and pure. Right? Yes. So here the writer is saying that because of some reason, the human habitation were not arrived here and the climate was much warmer at that time. Means not now but past. And hosting the huge variety of flora and fauna, means animals and plants. Flora means plants, fauna means animals. So here we can see all the variety of animals and plants grown over here. And the dinosaurs were wiped out, means the dinosaurs were extinguished, and the new era of the mammals has been started. And so the landmass was we can say that forced to separate into countries. Further, the landmass was divided into countries. In one continent only, there are so many countries. Take example, suppose Asia is the continent. India, China, so many other countries are situated in only one continent. So the writer is saying that because of some changes, because of the human habitation, because of the population increase, the land masses are divided, means the continents are further divided into countries. So this is the part of the history. Again, the writer is saying that to visit Antarctica now is to be the part of that history, to get the grasp of where we have come from, where we could possibly be heading. It's to understand the significance of the Cordilleran folds and the pre-Cambrian granitic shields, ozone and carbon evolution and extinction. Here the writer has explained some reasons that when human habitation was started, how it was started, how it was began. Okay, that all the questions answer we will get only in the Antarctica continent. So the writer is saying that it is a part of the history to grasp where we have come from, where we are heading towards, okay, means where we are continuing our journey, and it's to understand the significance of Cordilleran folds, means you know that folds are there. Then parallelly pre-Cambrian granitic shields, shields means the shields which are protecting our land. Then parallelly that combination of ozone and carbon evolution and its extinction. If you want the information about it, just you visit the Gondwana, just you visit the Antarctica continent, you will get enough information here. So the writer is saying here that when you think about all that can happen in a million years, it can get pretty and mind-boggling. Imagine India pushing northwards, jamming towards Asia to buckle its crust and form the Himalayas. So here the writer has given some changes. We can call them not just changes, they are drastic change. It changed the face of the earth. So what the changes are? So here the writer is saying that whenever you think about all that happened in millions years, it can be mind-boggling. Mind-boggling, confusing. It is very confusing. We can't decide which is its beginning and which is its end. Okay, so the writer is saying that it is just confusion. Just imagine that how India is pushing towards northward. If you've seen in the map of the India, through the globe of the earth, the India is towards southern side. But slowly and gradually, the India is moving towards north side. Why this is happening? Why this is happening? Because of the population increase, pollution, so many global warming, so many reasons are responsible for this, and that is why. And parallel, the movements of the tectonic plates is also responsible for this. And here the writer is saying that because of this, India is pushing northwards, then jamming against the Asia, means India was stopped in the Asia continent, and today we are living in the Asia continent. And here the writer is saying ahead, its crust and form the Himalayas, and slowly and gradually, because Himalaya is called the folded mountain. Okay, Himalaya जो है वो fold कोल्ड माउंटेन है एंड एक के ऊपर एक वो लावा जो है वो जमता गया और उससे वो हिमालय बना है. सो पुशिंग द लैंड मास टुवर्ड्स नॉर्थ, हिमालय फॉर्म. साउथ अमेरिका ड्रिफ्टिंग ऑफ टू जॉइन नॉर्थ अमेरिका, opening up the Drake Passage to create the cold circumpolar currents, keep Antarctica frigid, desolate and at the bottom of the world. The reason here given that why the Antarctica continent remains in the southern side, that is at the pole region, 90-degree cross. So the writer is saying here, whenever all these India is formed, other countries were formed, Himalaya is formed, then South America is drifting up to join North America, and parallelly opening the Drake Passage means great passage is there between two cold circular currents, and that is the only reason why Antarctica remain in the southern side. It never come up. It is only in the pole, that is 90 degree. Okay, 90 degree latitude is the Earth pole, means end points of the Earth we can say like this. So Antarctica, that is why remain isolated, frigid. Okay, so that is only the reason, because between the continents there is a Drake Passage between continents and Antarctica continents, and this is the only reason why the Antarctica remain desolate and at the bottom of the world. For a sun worshipping South Indian like myself, the writer herself is a South Indian, too weak in a place where 90% of the Earth's total ice volumes are stored in a chilling prospect, not just for circulatory and metabolic functions but also for the imagination. It's like walking into the giant ping pong ball devoid of any human markers, no trees, billboards, buildings. You lose all earthly sense of perspective and time here. The writer is saying, actually the writer Tishani Doshi herself is a South Indian, and she is saying that 2 weeks I spent in Antarctica, and the place where 90% of the Earth's total ice volumes are stored here only in the Antarctica. They are forming the chilling prospect, means very cold. As we are walking through these big masses, means glaciers, we can call them glaciers or ice glaciers, we are walking into the giant ping pong ball. We are thinking like this, because these all means all over Earth's ice is covered only in the Antarctica continent, and as we are just walking through the ping pong ball, we are the feeling comes in our mind. And the writer is saying that here no trees, no billboards. Billboards means that advertisement and all this. Then buildings, whatever the earthly sense perspective are absent here. You can't see the buildings, because no one is able to live there, because you know on Antarctica continent 6 months days and 6 months night is there. Sun rays are not falling for 6 months, because it is a very at the end of the earth only, we can say 90-degree latitude the Antarctica is situated. Though so always the Antarctica is getting the sunshine slantly, not proper. The sun never comes over the head at Antarctica. That is the reason, and that is why no one means the weather or climate of the Antarctica is not suitable for human habitation. Okay, and that is why the humans are not living in the Antarctica continent. The visual scale ranges from the microscopic to mighty, midges and mites to blue whales, iceberg as big as countries. The largest recorded was the size of the Belgium. The writer is saying that whenever we have seen the blue whales are very large here, and big glaciers we have been recorded. One iceberg is as big as Belgium. Okay, Belgium is the country, we can say city, no? Belgium is the place. It is big as that Belgium. The size of the Belgium, the icebergs they found there in the Antarctica. Days go on and on and on in surreal 24 hours. Austral summer light. You know austral summer light means the coloring sunrays are seen on in the sky. Okay, and ubiquitous silence, uninterrupted only by the occasional avalanche or calving the ice sheets, consecrates the place. Here the writer is saying that no one is ready to do any noise. Okay, here one hard word is there, that is ubiquitous means universal. Universal silence we can found here. Only you get the sound of the iceberg if they are collapsing. So So the writer is saying that only that much sound we can able to hear there. It's an immersion that we will force you to place yourself in the context of the Earth's geological history. And for humans, the prognosis isn't good. And here, if you want to study the Earth's geological functions, you know Earth, study of the Earth, it is known as geology. So if you want to learn the history of the Earth, means especially geological history of the Earth, then only you can be study the Antarctica continent, and whatever the prognosis means, whatever the we can say that forecasting these people have done, they are not good for us. Okay, whatever the repercussions they have made, this is not good for our human beings, because in your textbook it is not given, but if you heard on the news that the person was saying on that day on Antarctica continent that green algae found, it is not the good sign. वो गुजराती में क्या बोलते हैं उसको, लील, ग्रीन कलर की जो प्लांट होती है वो पानी के ऊपर एक्चुअली होती है, जहाँ पे मॉइस्चर होता है, ऐसी जगह पे वो मिलती है, तो अंटार्कटिका पे वो मिली है, जो अच्छी बात नहीं है. सो हियर दैट इज व्हाई द राइटर इज सेइंग whatever if you geological functions of the earth history here you can found, but the future you can depend from here only, and the writer is saying that it is not good because drastic changes are happening over this Antarctica continent. So this is the history we have seen, means first part we have completed, part of the history, that how the writer went to Antarctica continent, what was her purpose to visit the Antarctica continent. Actually she went with some institute, okay, students also be with her, it is given in the next part, some students will also be there. They went to the Antarctica continent. Whenever she has seen that Antarctica continent, it was very, we can say that silence, isolated, very chill. So the author is saying that I felt relief whenever I stepped upon Antarctica. Means Antarctica is the heart of the earth, we can say. And previously what we were saying that forests are the heart of our earth. But now we can say that Antarctica is the only heart of the earth. Why? Oxygen we can say, the pure oxygen, pure water we can get only from the Antarctica continent. And so Antarctica is the main continent for us to study the earth's past, present and future. The remaining part, that is human impact, and third one is rock on the ocean, we will see in the next lecture. Till then, bye guys.